Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I like this right here.
Hey guys, we are back in the same clothes once again. Looking fresh. Because I'm Taylor.
And I'm Kadeja.
This is Degrassi.
This is the Degrassi Authority.
I'm punch drunk, guys. I'm really tired. Sorry. Okay.
Look at you.
What?
Episode 6.
But what I was gonna say, this is episode 18.
This is Degrassi season 14B episode 18. Overview. Degrassi Authority style.
Right here.
Coming at you live from my kitchen where something is cooking and I want to eat it, but I'm busy talking to you. So count yourself lucky.
Yes.
I could be eating right now.
That's true.
Okay, so we are just going to bounce right into it.
Boom.
I need a meal.
All right.
We start off and we see Maya, and she's looking in the refrigerator, just like, obviously sullen about something as Maya Matlin typically is. And then she closes the refrigerator door. Boom. Zig is there. Oh, what are you doing up? Oh, I couldn't sleep. What are you doing up? Oh, I was just walking outside, getting some fresh air to gather my thoughts.
She's like, did it work? And he's like, no.
It did until I saw you again. And so, oh God. So then Zig pulls an Eli and starts slowly.
Because she goes, we need to talk about the kiss.
Yes.
And then
he starts slowly.
What about the kiss?
We do. And as he's walking to her, I kid you not, Tegan and Sarah starts playing in the background, and that is when you have no doubt what's about to happen between the two of them. When Tegan and Sarah's around, you know exactly what's going down.
Got a little Justin Bieber lyric there about that. There's something like a zip lock, but a lip lock. Okay?
Yes, on the horizon. And so he's slowly walking over, and they're just kind of like, oh my gosh, like, oh, what are your thoughts about this? And she's just like, I liked it. And he's just like, I liked it too. And so it's like, I can't stop thinking about it. And what do we do? They kiss. And then they pull away for a breath. And Maya, it seems about right. Kiss again! Oh my gosh, we seem like such immature adults the way we talk about this.
But oh well.
As they are in their heated, passionate kiss, lights go on, and guess who is
and who other than Amoeba?
Guess who suddenly can hear in the middle of the night? Amoeba Matlin.
And they're like, oh! And she's like, you guys, I thought I said no hanky panky.
Yes.
Go to your room.
Oh my God, Zig, yes, you go to your room. And Maya's like, oh my gosh, Mom, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't even know how to explain, but I'm so incredibly sorry. And her mom's just like, this can't happen again. She's like, okay. And her mom's like, no, I need to know you hear me. Maya's, this can't happen again. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Next scene.
Also still in the process of erasing.
Oh, while she is erasing, shout out to Amoeba Matlin for getting her hearing fixed, because she heard them whispering and walking slowly to each other and engaging in a kiss, but she could not hear her young daughter screaming in the middle of the night while she had a nightmare. She got checked out, and it looks like the results are in, and her ears are finally working. Her mother telepathy has kicked in once again.
So happy.
Next, we see Okay.
These two.
This is a solemn scene. This is not something we can even really laugh about because it's so
sad.
serious. Suddenly, I guess their baby is dead. The doctor is delivering the news, and I don't know. It's just suddenly the baby's dead. Do not open that.
Mom said I could have some.
Oh, you're getting some?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think I was doing?
Because if you just open it to open it, then it sets it back.
Are you allowed to get some?
Yeah.
Same thing.
It's ready. I just didn't know if she was just opening it to open it.
Well, there's no reason to set back.
I was just meaning like if you guys weren't ready, just let the tenderness soak in for as possibly long as it can. I am so hungry. Okay. So
I was just trying to say, yeah, there was literally there was no what's it called? They never prepped us for
the fact that the baby was going to
gone.
die. Like, yes, the doctor in the end of the scene of the last episode said, "Oh, we can't hear the heartbeat."
But that happens so
That's happened in a lot of shows, and it usually comes out to where they do more tests, and it turns out like the baby was positioned wrong. Something was blocking them from being able to see the heartbeat. The baby has some sort of condition, but that's going to work itself out. But no, there was none of that. They have zero explanation. Just suddenly, they no longer have a child that they're looking forward to. What
kind of?
What? Especially, they definitely should have had that with all the buildup. This was one of the hugest storylines of this
whole
season.
This was.
And you're just gonna cut it off like that, like with no explanation.
Yeah, they didn't explain what happened that the baby stopped breathing. They just said
I can't hear the
gone.
heartbeat. Like, that's all. And the
the
doctor's
heck,
just
dog?
saying, like, you will have to push it out. You'll just have to go through it almost like you would any other, like, delivering of a baby. Your body will start to want to deliver the baby within a couple weeks. And she's like, can't you just suck it out? And they're like, you're too far along.
He said we can induce it, though. We can induce labor.
But you're too far along to have an abortion. And so she's just kind of like, whew, this is just a lot. And so the doctor gives them a pamphlet saying that here are your options for commemorating your child. You can get a footprint or like a lock of hair and stuff. And the doctor leaves, and Eli's like, oh, should we talk about this? And she's like, we just need to be one and done. Like,
let's get out of here.
Because this is just too much. And he's just like, are you sure we shouldn't discuss this? And she's just like
let's bounce.
Literally cannot right now. And scene.
So they get out of there.
Next, we see Maya, and then Tristan comes up, and they are officially best friends status.
Exactly. He literally said, I'm glad you are back because I have a question about this test.
Yeah, and in true Maya fashion, she makes it about, she turns the situation about her.
She literally didn't even respond to the testing at all.
Tristan said nothing.
She literally said nothing about the test. She said, he was like, oh, I'm having such a hard time with this test. And she's like, I've made a mistake. Like, what? What?
No, Tristan made a mistake.
Literally, he gave up too easy. He should have just, oh gosh, that's awful.
Oh, goodness. And so, yeah, so she
like,
just,
dude.
and he's like, oh, did you finally kiss Zig?
She's like, how'd you know?
What?
And he's like,
you guys have been butt buddies for, I think, didn't he say butt buddies?
it's sniffing each other's butts.
Oh, that's equally as awkward, honestly.
I was like, whoa, butt buddies. But I didn't even realize he said sniffing each other's butts. That's not good.
Neither of those is a good choice of words. But so he's like, yeah, it's basically like everybody knew that this was going to happen. Yeah. We had bets on what was going to happen, and I just won. I won $100.
I got to get my 20 from Zoe.
Yes.
Because she definitely had that it wasn't happening.
And so Tristan's like, oh my gosh, what are you going to do? I need to know the whole saga of this and tell me everything so I can write it in my diary. Mm-hmm. And she's just like, obviously I have to dump him. And he's just like, what? And she's like, it's the only way. I got to respect for my mom.
Because we're boyfriend and girlfriend now. Because we kissed.
So I have to dump him. We're at that stage where I have to dump him. It's not just a conversation.
Yeah, no, this is
a dumping. Yeah. A breakup.
This is a breakup, straight up.
Like, we are going to be mourning a
Yeah.
relationship that we had for less than 24 hours.
Literally.
So that is that scene. Next we see we see Claire again, and
She's
Claire
just sitting in
is
class, sulking because rightfully so. Though at this point, this is a rightful sulk.
Yeah, she's just hasn't come to the terms with everything. Well,
Everything.
yeah, she hasn't come. She's come to terms, but she's not facing
No,
everything.
Not, yeah.
There's a difference. She's not facing the emotions that come along with what they just found out.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess it's unbeknownst to Jenna and Allie what just happened. Because they came in ready for their presentation on Amelia Earhart, and they're just kind of making jokes.
Yeah,
and stuff
what if
about
they
it.
had a relationship? Her and her pilot. Oh my gosh.
And they're like, oh, little Goldsworthy can wear this outfit.
Yeah,
and Claire's just like, and she just dips. And they're like, where are you going? What do we tell the teacher? And she's like, you can just tell the teacher that I pulled an Amelia Earhart.
I'm demonstrating how she left and never came back.
Yeah. And they're just like, okay. But they don't know. Apparently, no. Okay. I am okay. I understand how it could be very hard for her to tell her best friends because this is a big thing. But one thing that I can't put past anyone is, where is her mother? Your daughter just found out she lost a baby and you are nowhere.
This is literally the reason we call them amoebas.
Yeah.
Because they're not.
I've forgotten what she looks like.
I do too. I have no idea. For a little bit, I thought it was the mom from Life with Derek, but that's not even her mom. That's the other girl's mom. That's the coin mom.
Yeah.
So,
who are these people? Who birthed any of these children? Do we know? I don't know anymore.
it's just kind of a guess, I guess, at this point.
Yeah. Okay.
Next, we see these two.
Hunter and
Arlene. This is Arlene. She's got long hair.
you got to give her headphones. She typically has. I usually associate her with headphones around her neck for some reason.
I don't feel like she's ever worn headphones.
Yeah, she did. Remember in that one scene where it was the episode that we found out that Hunter was into Arlene.
Yeah.
And
so are they Beats headphones?
Oh yeah,
Or
they're like that style. Yes.
Style, okay.
But I really do. I associate her with having headphones
now.
on.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then those are her headphones around her neck.
Like everybody know who she is. And can we pause for a second and talk about how in this picture of Hunter, he's definitely sucking in his cheeks.
I noticed that. He's 100% blue stealing right now.
Full on.
Like he's not even. I think they're trying to make it like he's.
Look at that. Do you see that sucking in of the cheek? That's not like a natural dimple or anything. He's not just way too skinny. He's sucking in his cheek.
Yeah. I feel like they're trying to make him look like, oh, I'm Hunter and I don't care. But it's making him look like he 100% cares. Like what he looks like at least. Like, oh,
Yes. And so they are having an interaction. And the gist of what I can get is basically Hunter is calling Arlene a comic novice, saying that she doesn't know.
you're stupid American.
Like
stupid American.
And she's just like, trick please, I'm gone, deuces,
Yeah,
you don't
stupid.
deserve me in your life, bounce.
Yes.
And then,
Because they're always arguing.
and who shows up?
Sister
Sister and Imogen, director of the play.
And Imogen.
And Frankie's like, dude, you need to be more nice to her.
Yeah,
if you like her. And it was just like, oh my god,
You like her?
Oh my gosh, Hunter and Arlene sitting in a tree. K-I-S-S-I-N-G. And so it just becomes a thing.
She's like, you know what? Brooding Hunter needs to turn into nice romantic Hunter. Even though that is not one of the 3 hunters that we listed. Nice romantic Hunter has not made that list yet.
We've never seen that Hunter. Spoiler alert, we don't see him at all in the episode.
Yeah,
Moving on,
I've never seen
it
that
doesn't actually
Hunter at
happen.
all. Well, yeah.
But he's looking thoughtful like this. Like,
Yeah.
could they be right? I guess we shall see.
We shall
We
see.
will see.
And then let's see.
Claire.
Okay.
I swear.
Okay.
It's Claire jamming out in her car.
Okay. I don't have that yet.
We see Claire just like singing in her car. I'm singing in my car. It doesn't matter that I'm tone deaf, cause I'm
singing
in
my
car. Ring, 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 ring.
Turn off, I'm still singing in my car.
Ring, 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 ring,
I
ring,
turn
ring,
it
ring.
off again. Singing.
Ring, 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 ring.
Hello?
Hey, where are you? Jenna and Allie said that you ditched school. Where are you?
It doesn't matter.
Well, where are you going? I can meet up with you.
She doesn't say anything at that point. She just kind of looks. And he's like,
Well, we need to talk about like the whole baby thing and whatnot. We need to like discuss what we're gonna do. And yeah, like, so let's meet up.
and then verbatim she says, I don't want to meet up. Okay?
Hang up. You gotta hang up on me.
Sorry.
Oh my
That
gosh,
was
she
me
just
hanging
hung up on me. Like what? Okay. Now that's the scene. That's
That was
literally the
literally
scene.
exactly what happened.
Next we see.
Okay. See, I don't have that. I
You
don't
need
have
to
the
pay
Claire.
attention.
I am. Okay. go
She
ahead.
doesn't pay attention. I love
Wow.
Degrassi more than her, clearly.
True. Okay.
Clearly.
Okay. So you see these three walking out like the Three Musketeers in black.
Work that walkway like a runway. Work that walkway like a runway. And so they are just getting down to eat their lunch, and Zig's just like,
Oh man.
I just screwed like everything up,
Johnny's
bro.
like, yo,
What
two
you mean?
sandwiches ain't that bad.
Because suddenly Tiny is back at school, but he has missed everything that is happening. Last thing he knew was he got stabbed.
Literally.
So he doesn't even know who stabbed him. Someone.
And I love that Tiny's walking around and there's literally, he's not limping or like anything. He's just walking
Not
with
like
a straight.
breathing funny, not like
Yeah. Nope. He's just walking around like,
ain't
I
nothing,
feel good.
ain't no shame.
Yeah, it was just a paper cut, man. That's nothing wrong.
Damon wasn't lying. It was a paper cut.
Paper cut.
And so Grace is like, fool, shut up. They kissed last night. Him and Maya kissed. He's like, oh.
what?
And Zig's like, and now I'm worried about her mom.
He's like, you kissed her mom too? Play ball. What's up, play ball? Yo, yeah.
You know I did that. Oh.
So
And
that
he's like, stop. I did not make out with the mom. You
gross.
literally were in the hospital. You were in the hospital way too long. I think that paper cut hit your brain. I'm sorry.
Oh gosh.
Oh.
They're like, you know what? You got to rectify this. And Grace
Yeah.
is like, so you're just gonna break up with Maya?
Scene. Leave you on that tightrope, y'all. Woo. Next we see that Claire has picked up Eli.
And they are on the road again.
Yep.
I can't wait to be on the road again.
Yes, but they are not smiles like in this.
No, they're not. They're not at all.
Yeah, and
They're
so
upset.
she's like giving him guidelines what he can and cannot bring up while they are together in the car. If he is going to be there for her, he's going to be there for her how she wants him to be there for her. Do we have that straight?
Literally.
To repeat what I just said so that I know that you understand, so that I know that you know that I know
that
what's
you
going
know.
on, all right?
What's going on?
And he's like, okay. So what about the baby? Bruh,
Nope,
did
nope.
you
Number
need to
one.
repeat exactly
Number
what I
one.
just said.
Number one
You
on the
broke
list.
the cardinal rule.
Don't talk about
And
it.
he's just like, all right. So what are we doing? And she's like, next stop, NYC.
Start spreading the news because they are leaving today.
Yep. And
It's up to
scene.
you. You are,
Next we see Hunter and Arlene are in class.
Draw her.
Yeah, Hunter and
He's
Arlene
in class, you know, learning.
Don't forget the headphones.
I won't. I was about to draw her with a smile, and then that's not what you can bring about. Well,
And someone shows up. Oh, delivery for Miss Arlene.
and she's like, "Whoa!
Oh my gosh, what is it? Like she had an
Cool.
attitude.
Yeah. She always does, yeah.
Arlene always has an attitude.
Exactly.
And she goes and she receives flowers.
Flowers. Wow, great, love it.
Yeah, get some color in there, yeah. And and she's just like, she is not happening. She's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, what dweeb said this to me?" And Hunter's like, oh, how do
what's
you
it
know
gotta be
that
a
he's dweeb? And she's like, look how unoriginal it is. Flowers? Who sends flowers?
Come on.
And he's like, oh.
It has that cheesy secret admirer
Myers,
tag on
so cliche.
Ew.
And he's like, oh, okay. And she's like, so you're gonna come with me, right, to go meet up with the secret admirer? And he's like, why do you want to go see him if
you
he's
don't like
like
him?
a dork? And
Yeah.
she's like, well, I just need to see how stupid he is.
Yeah.
And don't you want to make sure I don't get killed?
it. And he's like, she's so crazy, but I like it.
That really drives me wild.
Yeah.
Where's the ladle?
She gonna fall on the floor.
Oh, and so he agrees to go with her.
Yes, they're done there.
They set the date. Next,
Next we see.
oh yeah, we see Claire and Eli. They're at a rest stop. And she's just like, we learned that her plan for NYC is to go to visit Columbia.
and tell
You know, that
them.
was the school that she was intending to go to before she got Prager's.
Yeah.
And
Tell them, yo, I ain't pregnant no more. Let's go.
yep, I don't have a
I'm ready.
baby, so we can do this. Let's do the thing. And so she's like, okay, this is what we're gonna do, and I'm gonna meet the admissions people, and you're gonna drive me. And well, no, she's like, yep, let's go. We're done resting. And he's like, oh, well, you want me to drive? And she's like,
Let me do one.
I guess I can work on my admission stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And so
She's like, okay.
she gives him the keys and gets in the car.
Oh,
Oh, the battery.
Looks like the battery's
battery's dying.
Gee
She's like,
whiz.
oh, what are we gonna do now? And Eli's like, well, that's okay. I can just text my parents to pick us
go
up,
home.
and we'll be home by dinner. And
Yeah,
she's
she's
like,
like,
you never even wanted me to go to Columbia. This
Never
is a
did.
trick.
it's a trap. It's a
I know
trap.
I didn't act smart for like this entire season, but you need to remember, I am intelligent. I got into Columbia.
Yeah. And she's like, and he's like, okay, listen.
We don't need to
You
go.
need
You
to,
need to like face
deal
your
with
feelings
this,
and
yeah.
whatnot. You can't run away from this. And
She's like, oh, watch me.
if you ain't gonna drive me to Columbia, I will find somebody that will. You think no creepers? You think that there's not one creeper out here that'll pick up a pregnant chick? I will find
sadly
that one
mistaken.
creeper. Uh-huh.
Exactly.
Boo boo.
And so she tries to do that, and then
She's
And
trying
she-
to get it, and a car is revved up, and it's slowly pulling away, and she's like, "Oh, wait," but it wasn't even like a wait. Can I talk to you and ask you if you can come with me?
Yeah, it
no,
was
she
a
was trying
wait.
to grab the back. It wasn't even she was trying to grab the front door. She was trying to grab the back door
like,
and
let
be a
me
passenger.
get inside. Like, what? Who does that? Who tries to get in?
Stop. Just stop.
I literally cannot.
But okay, I'm not gonna take away from the seriousness. She's really going through something.
Yeah.
Like I don't. Yeah, she's going through something wild, and she's just like, I need a break. I need a break from a break. I need to just move forward.
Exactly.
Eli's like, you can take this breather. You can take this break. Like you can just settle down and let yourself feel. And she's like, Eli, you don't understand. Last year, I had cancer. I dealt with that, thought I was getting my life back and I could live again. Boom.
Now
I got
I'm
pregnant. In the last few months, I've been dealing with that. Now, I find out that I'm not having a baby. It's my turn to deal with my life how I want to deal with my life. And right now, Columbia is how I want to deal with my life.
And Eli's like,
He's like, that is a very convincing speech. Okay,
We
I
are
will
on
take
the
you.
road again.
And she's like, well, how are you going to fix the car battery? And he's like, oh, I kind of was lying about that. She, Eli, oh, let's get in the car. Let's just go talk to me. Well, she didn't actually say don't talk to me, but she was probably thinking that in her head. She was pretty pissed off.
Pretty sure she was.
Oh, and now we see Zig and Maya.
Oh Lord,
Where's Zig?
Where's Zig?
Oh. Next we see Zig and Maya. It's after school, and they're just kind of walking, and they're having this conversation that isn't really a conversation.
Yeah.
They're saying what they think the other person is thinking.
Yeah.
Like in order to not say what they're really feeling.
Yeah. And so they're just like,
Yeah, we got to worry about my mom, right? And he's like, yeah, we definitely have to have respect for your mom because she opened up your house to me, so I've got to respect that, right? And she's like, yeah,
Right.
you're right. So we're calling it off, right? And he's like, are we right? We're calling it off, right? And she's like, right.
except we're not calling it
No. She's like, stop. I actually have the verbatim.
Oh, you do? Oh,
yes.
I didn't know that.
And she's like, I don't know if I can do that. And she turns around, pretend that I'm turning around to Zig while I face the camera. She turns around and she's like, I think I might love you. And Zig, he does this arm thing. I remember because I was like, oh, look at that arm though.
I didn't even notice it. I was trying to do notes.
He does that like that swish of the hair thing.
Yeah.
Like, he was like, okay, he didn't say dang.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say dang because children watch our show. Okay. He's like, dang it, Maya, that sucks. Because I think I might love you too.
I was drowning in cheese. I literally was. Like, I didn't catch the arm thing,
I got the
which
arm.
I do regret. I did catch that. I did hear that.
Oh, and Zig's like, okay, well, and so Maya, I'm pretty sure Maya was just like, okay, so we'll just sneak around. Meet me by the refrigerator at 3 a.m.
Exactly.
Be there,
So-
and we shall smooch. And he's like, oh, no. I think
not
we
what
need
I
to be
meant.
honest with her and not sneak around. And she's like, oh, okay. And so they walk off hand in hand. And they don't really address this. She's like, okay, well, I'll have that talk with her. They don't really say anything about it. But Zig was clearly more happy about the coming clean than Maya was. Maya was just like, oh, why did I... Oh, my gosh, him. I thought he was a bad boy. I was wrong.
I guess we always gotta follow the rules now.
Is he gonna be straight edge now, like Jonah?
You have to pull out ladles now? I'm so done. And so she's like,
Okay, and so then we go to Claire and Eli, and they're at a convenience store, and they're just kind of like grabbing some snacks. Claire's grabbing some beef jerky, because I guess she has a real big love for beef jerky. And that's the one thing Claire and I have in common. The
one
list stops
thing.
there. So they are gathering things, and Eli's preparing her
Yeah.
for Columbia.
He's like, what will you say if she says this? But like, what will we say if she says this? And
What if
Claire's
she says
like,
this?
got to answer for all of them.
Bang, bang, boom. You think you can get me? Hey, I got
And
you.
you got me. Then she stops while they're, looking for stuff.
And
she
like her
sees
face goes
something.
sullen.
We're like, what happened?
I'm like, oh crap, she saw something baby like, and it was a picture of a baby, like a pre-picture baby. Like
Yeah, it was like it was a
photo
frame. Yeah.
one of them white babies they put in frames. She saw
Always
a
a
picture.
white baby.
It's always
Always
white
a white baby.
So she sees a picture of the baby, and she just kind of like stops, and she's just like, well, I'm gonna tell the admissions officer that if she thinks that I continued after beating cancer, she has no idea how persistent I am, and she'll see that after she sees how I handle it when I don't have a baby any longer.
It's like, Claire.
Yep.
And then, after that, we
Start drawing her. We get
head is
blue
so big.
steel here.
I didn't mean to make her head that big. Hold on.
It's gotten bigger and bigger every drawing. Her head of Arlene.
Oh gosh. Okay. That was a huge head. Okay.
That was like
That's
a melon, like some sort of mango, a very large mango.
Oh, yeah, it literally was. It was huge. And so this happens, and let's see, what she has hair. I forgot. Okay, and so she has her hair, and she's like, "Oh,
Like, where's the secret admirer?
yeah,
Like,
I'm going to see him."
he's gonna be this cheesy and then not even show up
What
on
the
time? What are you doing?
And so she's like, "Well, I wonder what he's gonna be like," and they're like laughing about it, and they're having a grand old time, just little moments,
And if you guys haven't caught on yet, Hunter's the secret admirer. They never say it in the
They
episode,
never say it, but
we all know.
Yeah, we're not stupid.
Oh God. And
gosh.
so yeah, and so they walk away, and she's boys, and basically, and she's just
How
like,
can he not even show up?
yeah,
And
and
he's like, "Wait, but I thought you thought he was doing you." And she's like, "Okay, yeah, but like I wanted him to show up." And she's like, "What is this? Some kind
dweeb
of
face?"
yeah?" She's like, "She's like, is this a prank?"
And she's
he's like, "Oh yeah."
yeah, what a jerk. And Arlene's like, what? So are you trying to say that no one could ever love me?
And honestly,
It didn't work.
And
That's
this-
not what was implied.
in this situation, I am a little bit afraid that they made Claire and Eli lose their baby because it's gonna come out that Arlene is pregnant because her mood swings are insane.
Oh my gosh, yes, it was just so sudden. She's, oh, so the guy who stood me up was a jerk, and that just means that no one could ever
Exactly. Yeah.
love me. That logic honestly doesn't even make sense. Oh, jeez. And so she storms off, and Hunter's just doing this face again, like,
I'm so confused.
what do I do?
I have no idea.
What do I do? I don't know how to deal with girls. What do I do?
They are so much easier on my computer games and my oomph chat.
Okay, next we
So-
see Maya and Mama Matlin comes in. Amoeba Matlin.
She is over here, doing her amoeba thing.
Bringing in groceries.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, she's gotten so much bigger every time we've drawn her.
I'm gonna do it quick, okay? Oh gosh. She's bigger than Maya. She has to be. She's the mom.
She's she's getting bigger because somehow she's growing more and more into a motherly role. Like she's getting so big that she may become a human organism soon.
At some
Maybe.
point, maybe. There's
Maybe we're not making promises.
no promises.
Oh,
And
and so Maya's like, little Mama Matlin's like, oh, so are we clear on? So you
Yeah,
and Zig cut it off,
That's
right?
not together anymore.
And Maya's like, well, we're in love.
So we have to be together.
Yep. And you just have to be okay with that because you can't help who you love. And
can't control our feelings.
Mama Madeline's like, okay, be in love, but he can't live here.
And she's like, oh, see
What
what
you
happened?
mean? Like, okay, it's squashed. Boom.
Yeah,
I don't
no
love him
love.
no more.
I can't
There ain't
stand
love.
him.
I
He's
wonder where
stupid.
Miles is at. I still have Miles' number. And her mom's like, Maya, you literally just said you can't help who you love.
Yeah.
And you're going to try to pull this crap right now?
Honestly,
I know who you are.
it's probably better that he moves in back with his mom anyway because he's doing better in school. He's got a good job. He is just
And
killing
let's be
it.
real, I'm not his mother. So, like, oh, come on. He needs
needs to
push the bird out of the nest. He needs to spread his little birdie wings and fly, bird. Fly like the rain and the wind and everything. Yes.
So that's done.
Yeah.
And I mean, can't say we're not on the amoeba side right now.
No.
And so the next
This is a
scene,
smart decision a little bit. And so Claire and Eli are in Claire's car, and she's kind of like swamped, eating some beef jerky, and he's driving, and she's just like, man, beef jerky is so good. And Eli's like, I don't know why you like beef jerky. And she's like, because beef jerky is so good. Do you think our baby would have liked beef jerky?
he's like, I don't know. Maybe he would have. But like, I would have made him not like beef jerky because I'm a good dad.
And then they're like,
Let's talk for the future.
man, we almost had a baby, but now we're not.
He says, and Eli says, he would have been beautiful though. And
Yeah.
he sheds like one tear.
And then she sheds like 2 tears. And they both cry, and then they breathe, and she's like, let's turn around. We need to go home.
Even though they spent so much gas.
Like, so much gas. I would be
Gas is
so
like-
pissed.
I don't understand.
Unless gas is like 10 cents a gallon in Canada and we just don't know it, I would be really
I'd be
pissed
so
off.
upset about it. And
But maybe that's just poor people problem. I don't
maybe, yeah, maybe.
know. We think about these things.
But then they dip on that scene.
So then we go back to the theater and we see, I wonder how big Arlene will be this time.
Is that big? I don't know. It doesn't matter anymore.
Oh gosh.
She has to be like that. We can't draw her smiling. Because she doesn't do that. That's not an Arlene thing.
So Arlene goes up to Hunter and she's like, hey, yo,
I'm
I
really
was
sorry.
having a mood swing yesterday and I took it out on you and I'm really sorry. I shouldn't have gotten angry with you like that because you didn't do anything. And she's like, I'm really grateful that you were there. You know, you're kind of my best friend. And he's like, ah. And my first thought was, dude, you literally just got friend zoned. Straight up, for real.
Oh,
Those
well, yeah.
words left her lips. You're my best friend.
Okay.
Not saying that people in a relationship shouldn't be best friends, but,
Yeah, but-
usually when people say that before you've hit that relationship point, you have been friend zoned. So I guess we'll see what happens. But they go back to their banter. They're mean,
And she
like,
turns
you
into
comic
this.
noob.
Yeah. And it's great, and they're having a good time. And, it
And Hunter's
fades
just
off.
thinking, like, why did I ever listen to my dumb sister? Her
she's so
boyfriend
sweet.
just kissed another girl.
Yes.
Ooh, what was I
knows
thinking?
nothing.
Ooh, what was I thinking?
Oh
Oh,
gosh. So next we go to
Claire and Eli.
Claire and Eli.
They're at Claire's kitchen island.
And they are
Just kind of,
Eli comes.
they finally face their emotions.
Yeah. And he's like, you know what? It's time to go. Get this procedure done. You ready? And she's like,
Yeah, I'm ready. And he's like, you're sure you don't want anything to like commemorate the baby, like any sort of
she's like-
mementos? She's like, I'm confident I'll remember him.
Yeah. You gotta remember this one. And Kadisha brought up, it is a little weird though that they would have that. Like honestly, it was not weird because some
Yeah,
people
let's not say. Yeah, we
well-
won't say it's weird.
Yeah, because
it could be me. We're not in that situation.
honestly, I feel like there's a possibility that if I thought about it a little bit, and I was like, honestly, there's a possibility that I might want a footprint or something if I.
But in that moment, I was just like, man, that would it wasn't even necessarily that it would be weird.
No,
but it would
it
be a
was-
hard memory
it
to
would
look
be
back
really
on
hurtful.
you wouldn't. It's one thing when a person has a child and then later on in life the baby dies and then she has these mementos to look back on. But it's another thing that these mementos were created by a dead child. I feel like that's just kind of hard. That would
That's
just
gonna
be
hurt
really
so
hard
bad
to deal
all
with.
the time.
Like, so I would really understand like Claire not wanting that because I would just because it's not even able. I feel like a lot of parents who lose children later on, they can look back on good times they had with the
Yeah.
child, but for them, they can't necessarily do that because they won't be able to experience any physically good times with the child born.
They're saying that, like, man, it's sad that we'll never get to know him.
Yeah,
He's here.
but he's in our memories. He's in our
Yeah.
memories, you know?
So she takes off and they go and get the procedure done.
And you see a picture, as they leave, you see a picture. She bought that photo frame,
frame,
actually.
yeah.
And you see a picture of the
She put the
ultrasound.
ultrasound in it. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
And then
Last
after
scene.
that-
Oh my God. They just have a way with their last scenes, though. They'll either just do
So
something or
bad.
they say something that
That's just ignorant, really.
I'm so excited. Can I deliver it? Can I deliver the line?
Yes, you get. Yes.
Okay.
So you see Zig here. He's packing, and Maya's unpacking. He's like, "Yo, I can't pack if you're just gonna take them back out." And she's like, "Okay,
You're
But
belonging in the process.
Yeah, and she's like, "But you can't leave because I need you." It's about what I need, and I need you here
To be safe, like, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna
go
do?
Squatting again?
Yeah. Apparently. And he's like, no, I'm gonna go talk to old boy who got me into this like cooking program.
Who helped me get out of the gang?
Yeah, it's about to be chill. It's about to be cool.
But she just still can't shake the worry.
No, she can't. And she's like, you know, I just want you here with us, like. And
But
honestly,
she's like hype. She's hype about
Yeah,
this.
she's hype. She's like, yo, like honestly, like if you can be here, I will live with Tristan.
I feel like I can't breathe when I'm with or without you, Zig.
Literally. And she's like, yo, like I'll live with Tristan if I got to. You just have to be here, okay? And she's like, and he's like, yo, Maya, it's chill. It's Gucci, girl.
He said, Maya, you need to find your chill.
Yeah, he literally said that.
word.
He
Maya,
said, Maya,
find your chill.
And she said, I have no chill. And I don't know why I forgot that part because that was so important to me.
We reacted immediately.
That was so important to me.
Maya, find your chill.
Find your chill.
I have no chill.
They literally put that in the script. I literally cannot. Where is the chill? There is no chill. They're so correct. There's no chill. And
no one in the show has any chill.
No. And so he's like, it's chill and I'll be fine.
And she's just like, she's just like, I don't know how we're gonna do. I don't know. It's coming to the part that I'm so excited to say.
I don't know how we're gonna do this. Like, I just what did she say? She said something, and then he says, I think this is when he says the line.
Let me compose myself before I deliver this line that Zig gives Maya to assure her that everything will be okay. Okay, because she's freaking out. She can't find her
They're
chill.
like this now.
Picture
holding
this if
hands.
you will. No, you don't have to picture it. We're doing it for you.
Holding hands.
Whew. He said, he looks at Maya, he grabs her hands, and he says, totally sincerely, as long as we're together, what could possibly go wrong? He said those words. He verbatim said those words.
So this is the thing right now.
As long as we're together, what could possibly go wrong?
As soon as he said that, this became real. This became too real.
And it's so funny because, like, I was like, wow, he really did seal their fate. And it was funny because just last night, me and Taylor were having a conversation of whether or not we could ever ship Zaya with their history and stuff like that. And I was like, you know, if they progress in a healthy way, like I'm not talking about 3 episodes from now. I'm talking about like all next season until they are walking down the graduation aisle. They have been healthy. Then I will say I ship Zaya. Like I was like, I'll give them a little bit of faith. I'll give them this shred of hope that maybe I will believe in them for the future. And then he said this. He said, as long as we're together, what could possibly go wrong? And I immediately knew there is zero hope for Zaya.
Guess we gotta ship Zoe and Zig now because this isn't gonna work.
Like this is never gonna work.
This is not gonna be a thing.
Like come on,
it's not gonna work.
He ruined it. It's just like that's such a not even Degrassi. That's just such a when any character in any show says that or movie says that about anything, you immediately know everything's gonna go wrong. And especially for Zig to say that since they've met each other, since him and Maya met, everything has gone wrong until very recently.
Literally.
Oh, Zig. Oh, Zig. And I love Zig. He's such a cutie. He's got that dimple and stuff. He's got that arm thing that he does.
He's
but
just so charming.
He just has not too much faith for his own good. Too much blind faith.
Honestly, that's one of the things I don't know if we said this on camera, but like one of the things that really ticks us off about Maya and Claire too is that they're painted to be like the smart ones. and they make
Very
the
intelligent.
dumbest decisions. And that's why we can't get mad at Zig, because he is not painted as the smart one.
We never had
this
any
is-
big expectation for him. We were
can't
not
get
told
let
to have
down.
expectations
You can't
for him.
get let down.
When we first met him, he was all he cared about was doing skateboard videos. Like we didn't have
That's it,
any
yeah.
expectation.
Literally. So I guess that's just the end of the episode.
That is the end of the episode. Let's see.
Do you have a PSA today, Joe?
Of course I do. My PSA is, honestly, not even in the cinematic world. If anyone ever says the words to you, what could possibly go wrong? Trust that something will inevitably go wrong. Because whoever says those words to you is naive enough to think that real life doesn't actually happen.
Yeah.
They're living in a dream world.
They are not somebody you want around, okay?
We're not pessimists or anything like
No.
that. We just don't live so much in a la-la land, because then when something bad does happen, you won't be able to handle it because you're not emotionally prepared enough for it.
Yeah.
But if you live a life where you're happy but accept that some bad things will happen, then you can handle those bad things, because you know that those bad
Something's
things aren't
gonna
all
happen
of
at some
life.
point, yeah.
But you're not naive enough to think that nothing bad will ever happen, because then you're setting yourself up for failure. And that's my long PSA.
That's a good PSA. It's the only PSA that I think needed to be said this episode, really.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Oh, okay.
Here we go.
Oh my gosh, we're concluding the first week back.
It has been hectic.
so long.
Lord.
Y'all don't know what we have been through trying to supply these videos for you all. Please trust and know that we are dedicated to all of you
We literally
in
are.
Degrassi. Never doubt that, and never let anyone tell you that we are not dedicated.
We literally are. Oh, okay.
Okay, we're closing out for the last time this
Yeah.
week until tomorrow.
Jeez.
Okay.
Whew, okay.
Whew, okay.
Here comes Degrassi Netflix, hopefully. I can't wait.
Ready?
Jeez. Yeah.
Whatever it takes. I know I can make it through. Oh, if I hold out, I know I can make it through. I know I know I can make it through.
Make sure you like and comment and subscribe.
Tell your
and
mama.
Share it.
Tell your mama's mama.
Follow us on our social media.
We be on that Tumblr. We be tweeting.
be
We be on
out
YouTube.
there.
Obviously, you know that if you're watching this video.
Exactly.
What?
You know good and well.
Coming at
If
you
you watch us, nothing can possibly go wrong.
Don't do that to us, Taylor.
I'm just kidding.
She
Oh my
just
gosh.
cursed.
I'm just kidding. How about if you don't watch us, nothing can possibly go wrong. Because if you watch us, then
Just watch
Yeah,
us.
just watch us. How about that?
Just watch us.
just watch us.
Oh, jeez.
Oh gosh. Let me call my mom and
Yes, and I want to eat.
Yeah.
Time for me to finally eat.
Yeah.